In IELTS Writing Task 1, most candidates lose marks because they repeat the same words again and again. Increase, decrease, increase, decrease. But you can fix that. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you 6 powerful verbs you can use in Task 1 writing. By the end of this video, you'll know 3 different ways to talk about numbers going up and 3 different ways to talk about numbers going down. Before we start though, don't forget I've prepared a free PDF with today's vocabulary plus extra examples. You can download it right now from the link in the description. The first word you're going to learn in this lesson is rise. It's very simple, very common, but also very effective. Rise is neutral and can be used for almost anything: prices, numbers, temperatures, or populations. It also works in both formal and informal writing, which makes it a safe choice in IELTS. For example, the number of students rose from 50 to 70 between 2010 and 2015. Or here's another one. Unemployment rose sharply in 2022. And one more example would be the temperature rose above 30 degrees in July. Remember, rise is intransitive, which means you don't use it with an object. You say sales rose, not people rose sales. The next verb you're going to learn is climb. This verb suggests movement step by step, almost like going upstairs or up a ladder. It's especially good when you want to describe steady upward progress in a chart. Take this example. The price of oil climbed to over $100 a barrel in 2008. You might also see the number of mobile users climbed steadily during the decade. Or another good sentence would be tourism climbed back to pre-pandemic levels by 2022. Use climb when the data shows steady growth over time rather than a sudden jump. The third verb is grow. This word is very natural when you talk about populations, businesses, or things that expand over a long period of time. It's less mechanical than increase and sounds more organic. Here's an example. The population of the city grew from 2 million to 3 million over 20 years. Another example, the company's revenue grew steadily throughout the decade. And you could also write the percentage of households with internet access grew rapidly after 2010. Use grow when the subject is something that can expand naturally over time, like people, companies, or usage rates. Now let's talk about downward movement. The first verb is fall. This is the simplest and most versatile way to describe something going down. It works for almost every type of data: prices, sales numbers, or even natural measurements like rainfall. For instance, the birth rate fell from 20 per thousand to 15 per thousand. Another sentence is car sales fell dramatically during the financial crisis. You can also say average rainfall fell steadily in the last decade. Use fall when you need a clear and direct word for downward movement. The next word is decline. This one is more formal and academic. It's especially common in reports, newspapers, and official statistics. Decline often suggests a long-term decrease, not just a sudden drop. One example would be the population of the town declined steadily over 2 decades. You could also say profits declined slightly in the final quarter. Here's another example. The number of smokers declined significantly after the new law was introduced. Use decline when you want your writing to sound more formal and precise, especially for gradual or long-term decreases. The last verb you're going to learn today is drop. This one is very common in everyday English, but it also works well in IELTS Task 1. Drop often feels more sudden or dramatic than decline. Example, the temperature dropped suddenly at night. Or another example would be the number of visitors to the museum dropped sharply in 2021. And you might also say the unemployment rate dropped to its lowest level in a decade. Use drop when you want to show a fall that was sudden, noticeable, or dramatic. So today you learned 6 essential verbs for describing trends in IELTS Writing Task 1. Academic: rise, climb, grow, fall, decline, and drop. These words will help you avoid repetition and write much more natural reports. If you found this lesson helpful, make sure to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share it with a friend who's also preparing for IELTS or just learning English. And don't stop here. This is just part 1. In the next video, I'll show you the adjectives and adverbs you need to describe the degree of change. Words like slightly, steadily, and dramatically. Also, go check out my full IELTS Writing Task 1 playlist for all the videos in this series that will help you go from zero to hero in Task 1 essay. See you in the next video. Have a good one.